interrupt this program, your normally scheduled program, to bring you something that you probably would not expect from me. A movie review. Now, basically how this is going to work is I'm going to do slides in a way. I'm just going to scroll through some pictures that I decided to download really quick, and that's about it. Alright, so let's talk about a movie a lot of you probably had absolutely no idea actually happened. Okay? It is 5:30 a.m. in the morning right now, and this morning, I decided to try a random movie I heard about. So, the movie I heard about was Daphne and Velma. Now, the first thing you might want to take a look at is this picture. This is a movie that was produced by Ashley Tisdale because she couldn't find anything else to do after High School Musical. That was profitable because Ashley Tisdale. That being said, this movie is terrible. Now, yes, I'm saying it's terrible, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Alright, so everybody is used to this. Everybody knows Hawkeye's wife here and Buffy the Vampire Slayer are the Daphne and Velma we are used to. And I understand that. I personally have a very big thing for Velma. So, with that being said, this movie takes us back, but it also takes us forward. As you guys know, Scooby Doo is originated from, I would say the 80s. They all are basically older teenagers, but in the 80s. There was also a show called A Pup Named Scooby Doo, where they were all little kids solving mysteries, and they were already all together. But this movie takes us to high school with Daphne and Velma. Now, the reason why people are complaining about this movie is because everything is futuristic. They live in modern day times. There's future things like a 3D printer that prints actual food that you can eat. Like it's edible food. Like everything, it's mixing the future with characters that are meant to be in the past while keeping the way they dress the same. They're dressed like they're still in the 80s. Like they haven't changed a thing with style. But yet at one point, Daphne's mother uses hashtag. Daphne is mixed, by the way, in this one. I don't know if she's supposed to be adopted or if her mother is a stepmother, or if she's supposed to be biological and they made Daphne a little darker on purpose. But Daphne's mother is black. I have no problem with that. I am black myself, so obviously I have no problem with that. It's just weird to see Miss Blake as a black woman. It's also kind of cool, but it's still weird. Now, anyway, back to the subject at hand. This movie is so bad that it's good. It gives you exactly why I was trying to see what my next slide was. But it gives you exactly what you would get from a Scooby Doo TV show. The random running. Like you would run, you know how they run and they pop out of one door and jump into another? It gives you that. It gives you different angles. And we all know that Daphne and Velma are very close to each other. They're very good friends. And it gives you that dynamic of how they became good friends. My only complaint about the movie is that it's not set in the right time. Now, regardless of it being set in the wrong time, I actually enjoyed this movie. A lot of people are giving it bad reviews because it's ruined childhoods, because this is not the Velma and Daphne we quote unquote know. It's this weird futuristic version. Just so you guys know, for some reason, Daphne is on Velma's side, and the girl playing Velma is on Daphne's side. So these real people pictures should be switched, because that's who played the characters. But it just gives us this futuristic, weird, like, I don't like the futuristic. I don't like it. It's weird, but if you look at it as an actual Scooby Doo movie, as corny and as silly and as funny and as, they kept the, like, the reason why I'm so speechless right now is because it was actually a genius movie. As someone who grew up with Scooby Doo, it's bad, but in a good way. It gives you the 80s vibe jokes, the 80s vibe style, the 80s vibe everything, and puts it in like 2099. But yeah, I enjoyed this movie. And a lot of people are complaining that it wasn't good, but I personally thought it was pretty good. Velma even at one point drops her glasses and is crawling on the floor looking for her glasses while the ghost, quote unquote, is chasing them. They, at some point, it's hard to explain how good this bad movie is. It's like, I understand all of the 90s kids who have grown up and watched Scooby Doo. Me personally, I am also one of them. I understand why it seems like it's a bad movie. But under that surface of there's no Freddy, there's no Shaggy, there's no Scooby, and they're in like 2099. Under that is real, like, this is how they would be. This is exactly how Daphne and Velma would be together in this situation. And I'm going to review this movie as, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I know that's a high rating for a movie review, but I give it 4 out of 5 for accuracy. This is an accurate movie when it comes to these two characters. Yeah, 4 out of 5 sounds really good. It would have been a 5 if the movie just wasn't plain bad, but the fact that the movie was bad is why it wasn't higher than a 4. But the fact that it was so accurate to the characters themselves is why, let's check my time, we're good, is why I felt like the movie did awesome. But anyway, let's go back to the original picture, and so you can look at my beautiful face one more time. That is my review on this movie. I might do more reviews on movies that people have probably never heard of or didn't know about or don't really know anything about. And yeah, this was actually kind of a cool video to make. I just felt like making it. There was really no other reason. I watched the movie, I saw it, I enjoyed it, I was wondering if anyone else reviewed it, and there was like 2 or 3 reviews, and I was like, well, I'm gonna do my own review, because I actually like the movie, and all these reviews are bad, but this was an enjoyable movie. So, yes, I enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.